Okay. Good morning. We often hear the sound Om connected to yoga. And Om is a very important word in the practice and in many Eastern, in Buddhism, in many Eastern philosophies. And it is a contraction of Aum, A-U-M. So the word is Aum, and what we say, what we often chant is Om, again, as a contraction. So the A in Aum is actually stands for creation, our existence. The U, the U, is the maintenance of it, the preservation of it. And the is the transformation. So it is the cycle of life. It is said to be the sound of the universe. It is our connection to the universe. And when we chant it, we are calling upon the universe to open up for us, to open up to our requests, and to bring us what we need to fulfill our requests. And it's connecting our inner light with the light of the universe. So Om is very important. I always used to, before the pandemic, and I don't know why I stopped, I would probably because I added meditation, but end a class with the sounding of Om. So we will do that today. And in place of meditation today, I will teach you how to do the Om chanting. So we'll do that later. But let's start our class with the sounding of Om, and you'll do that on an out breath. So take in your breath. Oh. You can feel the vibration within your body. Yeah, maybe you did. All right. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, good. All right, good. Okay, so let's begin by coming inside. As always, close your eyes and focus on your breath. Notice the journey that your breath, your natural breath, makes as cool air streams through your nostrils. And when you exhale, feel the warmth of your air, of that air through your nostrils. Breathe in that cool, refreshing air and let go of the warmer air that has toxins, that has things you no longer need. Let it go. When you breathe in, notice the journey that that inhale takes as it fills your lungs, as it reaches out to your heart and the rest of your body, as it nourishes your body. When you exhale, feel yourself relaxing totally as you're releasing and letting go. After your next exhale, take a moment and then open your eyes. Right. Okay, so we will begin as usual with our hands alongside our hips and a side body stretch pointing to the right with your left arm. Doesn't really matter which side you choose to go on first. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the other side. So when you're doing these stretches, you want to make sure your hips are seated firmly on the mat so that the stretch is from your hip all the way up through your fingertips. And bring both arms to center. Swing your arms around you, interlace your fingers, Yoga Mudra, and bring your knuckles to the mat for a little baby heart opener, little baby back bend. Inhale, and on an exhale, fold forward any amount. Inhale, unfold, release your arms. Left hand to right knee, and you'll twist to look over your right shoulder. Feel the twist in your belly. Your twist encouraging your intestines, your Manipura chakra, maybe you remember that from last week, to work more efficiently for you. Inhale, and then on an exhale, very slowly, turn all the way to the other side to twist, looking over your left shoulder. And remember, you're inhaling and getting taller, emptying of breath and twisting a little more. Inhale, and on an exhale, twist back to center, your arms reaching out to the side. Swing them around and come onto your palms, fingers pointing forward for a bigger back bend. Open up your heart a little bit more. Inhale and then exhale, spring off your fingers, fold forward any amount. Unfold, come back up to sit. Bring your hands on to your knees, near your knees, your palms up. You're going to bring your index finger and your thumb together, right? And this is called Jnana Mudra, and that means knowledge. It's the mudra of knowledge, or the gesture of knowledge. And what you're doing is you're connecting the individual with the divine and bringing the two together as one. And you'll also notice that when you turn your hand upside down, you have Om. You have an O, and your other three fingers form an M shape. And when your index finger and thumb are pointing down, when your palms are down in this manner, this is a mudra of being grounded, being firm in your position. One more mudra before we move on. You bring your dominant hand on top of your other hand and bring your thumbs together. This is Dhyana Mudra, and it is the meditation mudra. And it's like a bowl, like you are bringing your self, your wishes, your receiving into this bowl as you meditate. And you can rest your hands and then release them. All right. Send your legs straight out in front of you and shake out your legs. Rotate, roll them from side to side, and then bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your hands on your shins. Inhale, and on an exhale, curl your spine behind you. And let's just hang here for a moment, noticing how it feels, how your vertebrae are lined up in this shape. Inhale, bring your heart forward, curl your whole spine in the opposite direction, little shape shifting. Exhale, back to your cat spine. And now continue at your own pace, but pay attention to your spine as if you could see each vertebra as it lines up to make the shape you're asking it for. As you're releasing your spine. Next time you're in your cat spine, pause, and we're going to do a little dolphin diving. So we do that by sending our nose down between our legs on an exhale. Inhale when you come up above the water. Exhale as you begin your dive down. Inhale, come up to say hi to the tourists. Exhale as you dive right back down. And then the next time you're in your cat spine here, before you dive down, pause and come up to sit. Extend your legs. Right. Good. Come to Dandasana. Yeah, your elbows pointing back, crown of your head reaching up, fingers forward, pointing forward, toes pointing to the sky. Your leg muscles are engaged. You can pulse them a little bit and watch them, look at them, see them working for you. And you're going to inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, point and straighten. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. Inhale, getting all our joints involved. Once more. And bring it down. Okay. So we're going to do that once more with our hands staying up, right? So we're going to gather, bend our knees, right? And just stay here for a moment. Inhale. And then on an exhale, you're going to lift your whole torso up, lift it up. Engage your abs so that you can fold over your legs. Maybe you can take the outside of your foot, your ankle, your calf, whatever you comfortably reach. Let the crown of your head move forward wherever it is so that there's a straight spine. So if you're up here or here, your crown is still moving away from the base of your spine. And fold all the way over your legs. And then release your arms. Let them just hang out alongside your legs. And then you're going to spread your wings, open up your arms, straighten your legs, and bring your prayer to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Yeah. And Anjali Mudra, by the way, is a prayer pose, but it means intent. It is about making an intention. I guess that's a prayer, right? So, all right, so bring your right knee into your chest, hug it. Right. And then step it over your left leg. And then wrap your left arm around your leg and look over your right shoulder. Bring your right arm up alongside your right ear. Inhale, and on an exhale, a counter twist, turn all the way over to the other side. Look over your left shoulder. Exhale back to center. Now leave your leg where it is. You're just going to move it out to put your foot on the inside, your right foot on the inside of your left thigh. So this is called Janushasana, right? You're going to inhale. Lengthen your torso, make it nice and long. Inhale, exhale, engage your abs and extend over your leg. Any amount. Good. Look up. Release your right hand and follow it as it reaches up to the sky. And as your arm brings it back down alongside your hip, you can stay right here, or you can use your left arm as a propeller to bring you up onto your shin. Right, and everyone has done that. So now send your left arm alongside your left ear and your toes in the opposite direction for a full side body stretch from toes to fingers. Inhale, exhale, reverse back down to your seat. All right. Extend your leg. Left leg comes in. Hug it. Tell it how much you appreciate all it does for you every day. And then step it over your right leg. Wrap your arm around it, your right arm around your left leg. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, left arm goes up. Inhale, exhale, counter twist. Looking over your right shoulder. Bring both arms up. This time, turn around to center and bring them down. Open your knee out to the side. Place your left foot inside the thigh of your right foot. All right, good. Inhale. Again, lift your whole torso, lift it up, lengthen it. Inhale, exhale, engage your abdominal muscles and hinge from your hip over your leg any amount. Look up, release your left arm and follow your fingers as they reach up to the sky and land alongside your hip. Right propeller to come up onto your shin. And first, just fan open, opening up your heart. And then send your arm alongside your ear and your foot in the opposite direction for a full side body stretch. And then swing your arm down and come on to your blanket. Excellent. All right. All right, let's come on to our hands and knees. So we come to table with your wrists under your shoulders or slightly forward of your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And let's begin by wagging our tail, going from side to side with our hips. Massaging your knees a little bit. And then come to center. And then just let's do a couple of cats and dogs here while we're here. So you curl your spine towards the mat and notice the difference. You have a much greater range in this position than we did seated, and then arch to the sky. Do that a few more times. And then when you are next in your cat pause, come back to a neutral spine. And then send your hips to your heels and walk your fingers away from you. Stretching your arms, feel your underarms. Lift your hips, bring your heart between your arms, lengthen your legs back behind you. Inhale, open up your heart, look forward. Exhale, send your hips back to your heels. Don't go all the way because we're going to come back forward again. On an inhale, bring your heart forward. Push the mat away. Keep your shoulders down by doing that. Inhale, exhale, hips to heels. And this time you're going to stay here in an extended child's pose, meaning your arms over your head. Send both arms out to the side like wings and let your wings lift you up onto your knees. Bring your arms down by your side. Step your right foot forward if you want to use a block to help you get there. It's a good idea. And walk your foot away a little bit, or any amount you choose, because it's your quadriceps, your front thigh muscles, that's going to get the greater stretch as you walk that foot away. Send your arms streaming back behind you and then use them to lift you up. Send your hips forward and open up your heart. Exhale, straighten your leg, come back up with your hips over your knee. Inhale, forward, sliding forward. Exhale, straighten your leg, your hips over your knee. Inhale, hips forward, rise up. Exhale. And pause, step your foot back and bring your knee back where you found it. All right, good. And you know we're going to do that now on the other side. So step your left leg out, walk it away. Right, arms stream alongside your body. This is a little, I imagine this gives you some jet propulsion, right? So swing up, slide your hips forward. Exhale, straighten your leg, bring your hips back over your knee. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Once more. And pause, walk your foot back and bring it back. Place your hands on the top of the mat. And you're going to come forward with your hips, but then go over to the left and then to the right, making circles with your hips. You can make them little or big. So you could send your hips all the way back, all the way around. You'll get a bigger stretch. Or maybe your hips don't want to do that today. And the next time you're forward, just go in the opposite direction. And then the next time you're forward, you're going to pause, turn under your toes, lift your knees away from the mat, your hips to the ceiling for a downward facing dog. Let your heels move toward the mat, your thighs toward your chest toward your thighs. You're pushing the mat away energetically with your hands. Then come up to lift your heels all the way up so that you're standing on the balls of your feet. And bring your chest a little closer to your thighs. And then drop your heels for a perfect dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. All right. Now walk your dog, bend one knee and then the other. And then come back to your dog. You're going to slide your shoulders forward to come into a plank just for a moment. Bring your left knee to the mat. Swivel your right foot, fan open to the right. And send your shoulder. So your shoulder here may not be directly over your wrist. So send it over. And maybe you can lift your right leg any amount. It can be just a little. You can send it all the way up, or you can leave it right on the mat. And then bring everything back to where you started. Turn under your toes, downward facing dog. Come forward, you'll be here only for a second because you're going to place your right knee on the mat under your right hip. Swivel your left foot, fan open to the left. Shoulder over wrist. And maybe you'll lift your back leg any amount or not at all. And bring it down, bring your knees down, and come to child's pose. Come up to sit on your heels for just a second, just to shake out your wrists. Fold your wrists in the opposite direction from where we normally go and just shake them out. All right, because we're going to do a couple more things here to challenge our balance a little bit. Okay, so you're in table Baddhasana. You're going to send your right leg back, your ball of your foot on the mat. You're going to lift it up hip high. All right. So you can stay right here, or you can try this first. And if it's a problem, you bring your left hand right back to the mat. So you're going to take your left arm and let it reach out alongside your left ear. You're going to look forward. And at any time, bring that hand back down if it gets too wobbly. Bring it down, bring your knee down. Okay, send your left leg out behind you. Lift it hip high. Right arm alongside right ear. And again, you choose one or two arms on the mat. And then bring it down, bring your knee down. All right. All right, so let's see if we can get a little bit more daring. All right, your right leg goes back. You're going to lift it up hip high or any amount. It doesn't have to be high. You're going to send your left arm alongside your left ear. Now, keep an eye on me to see where I'm going. I'm going to do my best to cue you carefully. You're going to bend your right knee. And you're going to send your right foot over to the left so that with your left hand, you can reach your right foot, maybe. And if you can't, just reach it back like so. All right. And look forward, bring your knee back. So you might just be leaving your knee bent, or you may connect with it and come forward. Your choice. Good. Excellent. All right. Send your left leg back. Since you all did it on the other side, I will go right to lifting. Yeah. Extending right arm. Bending left knee. Sending left foot over to the right so that you can reach with your right hand, take hold of it. But then bring your knee back in line with your hip and look forward. Maybe you can lift your knee a little more. And release it. Come to child's pose. All right, so we're going to meet now standing. And we always start in our mountain. So some people will tell you your feet should be close together. I can't do that because I have knock knees. Some people will say right under your hip. So where do they mean? What do they mean by that? And I tell you to bring your feet in a supportive position right under your pelvis. So whatever works best for your body, because every body is different, right? Crown of your head reaching up, Tadasana, right? Your mountain spine. Yeah. Use those abs to lift your ribs, chin level with the earth. Inhale, gather all that energy. Exhale, bring your Anjali Mudra to your heart. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right. Come to the top of your mat. You're going to shift your weight to your left leg. Come on the ball of your right foot. Step back with your right leg. Make sure your legs are in their own lane. You're going to send your arms back behind you. Send your fingers back behind you. Open up your heart. You're going to swing your arms all the way up, Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. Look up at your prayer. Bring it down to your heart. Come to cactus-shaped arms, right? into a cactus. And what you're going to do now, which may take more than one step, you want to make sure your left knee is over your left ankle for maximum support, right? And you're going to step your right foot back to line your feet up. So you might take 2 steps into a warrior 2. So we're actually just moving directly from one warrior to the other, straight arms from your shoulders, looking over your left fingers to size up the battle, your little telescope. Bring your right arm down, left arm up. Peaceful warrior. Virabhadrasana is warrior. Come back to warrior 2. Step back into warrior 1. And swing your arms down as you step forward. Okay. Other side. Okay. Shift your weight to your right foot on the ball of your left foot. Step back. Warrior 1 legs. Sweep your arms back, sweep them forward for warrior 1. Send your arms out to the side, opening up your heart. Bring your hands back up, prayer pose, Anjali Mudra. Bring your prayer to your heart. Bring your hands into cactus. Step in to warrior 2. Take your time. Yeah. Yeah, good. Right. All right, good. And then lengthen your arms, look over your right fingers. Left hand to left thigh. Peaceful warrior. Back to warrior 2. Step back into warrior 1. So we're moving around like this, you know, it helps us with agility. Yeah. Swing your arms down, step forward. All right. Okay, so just breathe for a moment. So we're going to do our tree, and we'll do that in whichever stage you like it to be. So you can bend your right knee, send it out to the side, and just rest your heel on your ankle and lift your arms to grow your branches. That's your tree. Or maybe you'll lift your foot to your calf, and you could do that with your arms down first. You might find that easier. And then lift your arm. Good. And bring it down. Other side. Open your knee out to the side, right? So you stay here, or lift your leg up, grow your tree. And maybe you'll let you see, when you move your arms like that, that's excellent. Bring it down. So that's challenging your balance when you do that. So typically a tree is this, right? But when you move, because you're looking at a focal point, you've got your balance, and this is going to make you lose your balance. So that's why that's excellent to do that. And I saw some of you doing it, right? So if you've just done one, do the other side too. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to make our way back down to the mat. We're going to do it slowly or not. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. And then a little bit more. So this is just slowly going into a squat. And a little bit more. And a little bit more until you can reach for the mat and make your way the rest of the way down. And when you get down, you're going to have your legs straight out in front of you. Dandasana. And earlier, we did this with our knees bent, but now we're going to try it with straight legs. So you're going to inhale, send your arms all the way up alongside your ears. Inhale, engage those abdominal muscles, and on an exhale, you're going to hinge from your hip and make your way over your legs. Maybe you'll take the outside of your feet, maybe your ankles, maybe your calves, and come over your legs any amount. So notice the difference when we had our knees bent, and now that you're all loosened up, this might be a little easier. Let your arms relax alongside your legs and slowly unhinge. Okay, good. So we're going to come onto our backs. I have to look around, make sure there are no creatures on my mat. And feet to the mat. Lift one leg, then the other leg. Now I'm going to spend a little while in this leg up the wall, Viparina Karani pose. It slows your heart rate. It allows you to cool down quickly. Bend your knees. You can stay there a little bit longer if you choose. Otherwise, you'll come into Shavasana. Let your legs open up naturally. Out to the side, relax naturally, I should say. And your arms do the same alongside your body, rotated so your palms are facing up in a lotus mudra, in a receiving and giving mudra. Feel your whole back body surrendering to gravity. Feel your whole body letting go, assimilating all of the energy that you just generated, resetting every joint, every muscle. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Take a deep breath. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you for a big, deep, full body stretch. Bring your knees into your chest, hug them, and roll from side to side. Come to center. Release your arms and roll over onto your left side, your moon side, to open up your right side, your sun side, to prepare you for the day ahead. And begin to make your way up to sit.
Oh.
All right, so I have given you the option of unmuting if you would like to, because it's really nice if we can hear each other when we chant our little Om. And we're going to do it 3 times, but I want to teach you first how it should be sounded. So you know Om, I mean, that one is pretty easy, but the Aum. So the way we do that is we start with the ah, so it's ah, ooh. You can even shape your lips. Ah, ooh. You want to get that So it's 3, yeah, it's 3 sounds. So let's try it together now. Oh. Let's try one more time. Oh. All right. So we're going to do 3 of them, and then you let it blend together. But those are the sounds that you're making, and it will sound like just one sound as you do it. And it doesn't matter, you can do it ah, or you can do a low. It doesn't matter your pitch, your range, wherever you're comfortable. So there are no rules for that. So let's begin. We'll do it 3 times, and we're going to just keep going. Don't wait for anyone else. Keep going, and you'll hear a beautiful medley of Oms, So here we go. Take a breath in, and you'll start on your out breath. So here, let's go. Oh. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. It was so nice to be able to hear you. Thank you so much for being with me today. Namaste. So you're all unmuted, or you can, all right. So gentle class and some chanting. Let me ask a question. I love the chanting and because it's part of my practice. Do you enjoy chanting? And not just this, just it's singing really.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Don't say yes just because I want you to. Just. All right, Dale. Good to see you. Yeah. Dale usually has been coming to the chair class, so I'm glad he came. All right, so I am going to run away. We're making our way up to the Poconos to be with our grandkids today. So it'll be nice. Hopefully it won't rain. Yeah, I know, it looks like it won't, but who knows there. All right, my dear friends, I will see you soon.
Thank you, Ro. Bye.
You're welcome.
Namaste.
Namaste.